What's going on, beautiful people? I just wanted to come down y'all today and, basically just vent or just speak to y'all because my content, my page is mainly based off of travel content and fitness content, but I haven't been able to put up any travel content as of lately, but it's coming soon. So just wanted to switch the algorithm up and do something a little different. Uh, with that being said, yeah, the whole basis of this video here is to tell you like you're not alone. I think that it's easy to get under the umbrella or the narrative that it's only raining on your parade or it's only raining on your side, and it's like we're all going through things. We're all fighting trials and tribulations, and being being humiliated to a certain extent, so we can grow, so we can learn, so we can understand how to deal with those same issues on the next level. It's all about the level up, and if you can learn how to deal with those issues, or let me rephrase that. If you can't learn how to deal with those issues and you don't know how to respond to them, I feel like the universe or God or whatever you believe in deems you as not worthy of receiving the blessings that are here for you on that next level yet, because you can't graduate from that step. So yeah, we are all going through things. Like recently, I just went through something. Was with a young lady, beautiful lady, and she ended up cheating on me, kind of like killed my spirit a little bit. And I had to realize that there's always going to be somebody richer. There's always going to be somebody, you know, more fit, more stable for that person at that moment. So it's not for me to trip. Those are decisions that other people made. And not only that, I've shared that, this situation with people that are close to me, kind of close to me. And there's other people that gave me stories that I was like, damn, I got it good. I'm over here in my feelings, but in reality, it ain't even that deep. And a lot of this could have been avoided. A lot of situations in general can be avoided if you just like lock in and just focus on you and prioritize your destination, prioritize the habits that you're supposed to be doing. And those are the things that bother me personally when I hit rock bottom. I'm not at rock bottom, but like when you get in a shitty mood, or you feel kind of stagnant in life and you're in that quicksand stage, it kind of makes me feel like the only thing that I regret is not focusing on my priorities and the things that I had, control over changing within that moment. So yeah, we're all going through things. And another thing that I like to say that I want to share with y'all is like, remember who you are. Like there's times where, like me personally, I personally, like a lot throughout my lifetime, I have struggled with alcohol abuse. you know and I'm just being real with you. I'm not looking to get a reaction of like, a sob story for myself or where I've been or the problems I'm dealing with. It's more or less like just sharing y'all my story. And I have struggled with alcohol abuse. And every time I get to a point to where I'm just like, damn, I'm fed up. It's like, how many times am I gonna go down this path? How many times am I gonna drive down this road, or revisit the same situation, knowing that this isn't the best. These aren't the best actions for me to take, and this isn't where I want to be. This isn't part of who I want to become. And even working out consistently and reading pretty consistently and growing as a man, I still have struggles within that space. So you're not alone. Like, and I feel like we all struggle with something. I feel like famous people, rich people struggle with things. I feel like poor people, you know, struggle with things. We all have struggles. We all have, you know, a battle to fight within ourselves. And that's the beauty of life, because once you defeat, once you, you know, once you win those battles, even on a small scale, you got to be proud of yourself and credit yourself for, you know, making the change, or making the honest effort to put your best foot forward every day and elevate and continue to, you know, level up. But yeah, just figured I'd share that with y'all, because I don't want to, I mean, I'm going to do some fitness content today, but I haven't been able to do the travel content, as I mentioned before, and this is supposed to be a lifestyle content page. So I figured I'd just come at y'all with a different direction and, you know, give y'all some positive vibes and let y'all know that, like, from my perspective is, I do feel like in that moment when you're in that battle and it's tough to be happy or grateful for anything within that space, it's easy to look at it like poor me, or, you know, just cry about it in general. But I do think it's part of the process. It is a huge part of the process of you becoming, you know, that person, or you know, that person to reach the next level, reach the best version of you, so to say. So all in all, just stay focused, stay locked in, and keep your eye on the prize, and prioritize the things that you know in your soul you're supposed to be accomplishing. Because as soon as, you know, the struggle comes around, or, you know, those rainy days get a hold of you, it's gonna be hard to get back out of that rut if you haven't been putting your best foot forward and prioritizing the things that, you know deep down in your soul you were supposed to be prioritizing. Like I said, a lot of these things can be avoided off of action taking. So, and ultimately just look at it like you chosen. Like it's not always easy. It's always easier said than done. It's not always easy to look at things from a positive perspective, but just honestly, like, and you know, from my point of view, there is no choice to look at it from a negative perspective. Like, even in the worst of times, you gotta just really look at it like, I'm chosen, you know, and I was chosen to go through these trials and tribulations to make me stronger, or, you know, whatever you're experiencing. It's all about the ebbs and flows and how you respond to things. And I don't know it all, and I don't want to sound like I know it all, but this is just my perspective, Larry, you know, trying to push some positive lights on anyone who might be in a down energy, a down mood. It's time to lock in. It's time to focus. It's time to say fuck everything else. Fuck all the distractions, and, you know, things that aren't really worth my time and energy. Things that aren't bringing me return on investment from a money standpoint, energy standpoint, emotional standpoint. You know, so let's get in that bag. Let's get deep in that bag and make it worth it. Make these days count. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna leave y'all with that, and I'll see y'all on the next vid.